All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to 1 Million Cups Chico chapter. My name is Tim Sharkey. I'm one of the organizers here for 1 Million Cups Chico. I'm with Chico Start. I'm usually typically the MC out in the field, which we usually do rotate. But since we've been in the pandemic, I've been doing most of the MCing. So this is our live downtown studio at 411 Main inside Chico City Hall in our conference room, which we've set up our own little podcast, vlog, Zoom meeting area where our limited base members can come in and set up their computers and have a little quiet space to talk. So welcome to our offices. We also have Eva Shepard in the background. She's the executive director here at Chico Start, one of our organizers for the last few years as well. We are missing a few. We have Wendy Porter with Butte Community Colleges that helps us out. She's been the driving force and was the original organizer that brought everything together. So Wendy, if you're out there listening, thank you so much for bringing us all together. We also have Mr. Kent Hastings. He does our audio visual. He's one of our volunteers that helps us out and sponsors us with his time and his effort and his awesome field presence. He sets up all our cameras. He has 2 or 3 going. He's got the lapel mics. He's got the audio recording, and he puts it all together, a nice package every week for us. And now that I've been having to do it, even on the easy side, I appreciate the time and effort you put in very much. Even I just cut stuff together and put a few tile cards in there. We also want to thank some of our sponsors. We have Explore Butte County that has been helping us out, bringing new businesses here to explore and see what Butte County has to offer for new businesses, especially people moving out of the Bay Area. It's a beautiful place to come to, Chico, California, and Butte County. So thank you, Explore Butte County. We have Build.com, who has generously helped us out, sponsoring us here on 1 Million Cups and with Chico Start. And we
Don't forget Butte College. Don't forget Butte College.
And Butte College, helping us out with spreading what 1 Million Cups does throughout the North State. It's very important for the colleges, young entrepreneurs, and business students to find out that there is a platform to come to and share, and that we do have resources and ecosystem that's here for everyone to take advantage of. So what is 1 Million Cups? It's a weekly platform put on by the Kauffman Foundation, and it has been, I think we're going on 7 years. I think it's been around now. There's over 150 different chapters. Everyone is getting together this morning, doing the same thing, sharing their ideas, their concepts, their successes, and most important for me are their failures on what has worked for them and what hasn't worked on it, and to share those experiences to help the entrepreneur at home, and which is already an isolated career path to take, because you're working on your own ideas, your own concepts. You're working late at night, you're by yourself. There's not a whole lot of people to talk to about your payroll or your insurance or what to do about management or how to, jump into that marketing program or how to do your social media. So we are a resource for you guys to reach out to. There are chapters all across the United States. So if you have an idea, please share 1 Million Cups with your friends and family, your business associates and your colleagues, so they can come here and collaborate and find other like-minded people that want to make a better life, create jobs, and live this weird lifestyle that never stops. So today we have Mr. Matt Spaulding, and he is out of Florida, which part of the pandemic has opened up our windows to other regions and other places across the United States, not only in our own city and county and region. We're now having people present their ideas from all over the United States. So it's really helped us get outside of our little box in our living in Northern California. We have our own unique style and look and perspectives on things. So it's nice to get those different perspectives and companies and ideas, to share ideas with local people here to see what's going on around us. So Matt, you have 6 minutes to talk to us about GIVVN, your new app. And if you want to share your screen, we'll hand it over to you for 6 minutes. And when we're done with the presentation, we're going to jump off and then come back on for the 20 minutes of Q&A. Donation intelligence.
Okay, everyone can see?
Yes, sir.
All right. Yes, so thanks for coming for my presentation on GIVVN today. And like Tim had mentioned, this pandemic has really opened up a lot of doors. It definitely shut a lot of doors, but also opened up other doors. So I'm from Tampa Bay, and we got 2 1 million cups down here, one in Tampa and one in St. Pete, and we alternate back and forth pitching between the 2 of them whenever they'll let us get up on stage. But you know, being local, we can't get up there as often as we'd like to because they like to switch it up. So now that we're virtual, we've been pitching all over the place, like Miami, New York, and like 4 times now out in California. We got Albany set up for next week. So now we're pitching like crazy at 1 million cups. So I'm very grateful that you have us today. And I say us because I do have a partner, Danica. She unfortunately cannot make it today. She apologizes for not being able to come. But let me get right to it. So we're GIVVN, and we are donation intelligence. Ah, that didn't work. That didn't work either. Okay, we're gonna do it like this. Okay, so as many of you might have noticed, we're in this big old global pandemic right now. So that means that we cannot get together anymore. And as far as nonprofits go, a lot of them rely on these in-person galas and events to do all their fundraising. And now all of a sudden, all of that is completely kaput. So now more than ever, they need an effective way to raise funds online. Right, so they know that they need to raise funds online, but a lot of them don't have time or money or personnel staff to do this stuff. A lot of them just aren't really good at it. They might have a long history of doing galas and all these in-person events, but when it comes to online, they're sort of lost. So that's where GIVVN comes in. GIVVN is a tool that helps with social media fundraising. So if you're a nonprofit, you probably already have a website and email lists and mail lists, and you send out mail. But a lot of them have found, especially during this pandemic, that they're really ineffective at social media. So we are a tool that boosts your social media. And we do that by offering 3 different pillars, right? So we have a CRM to store all your donor information. We have a chat bot where donors can interact with your nonprofit, and it can automate a lot of these conversations for common scenarios. And we also offer a website. So we have like a simple landing page and donation pages that we can send people from social media to them to help collect donations as well. Right, so like I said, a lot of nonprofits already have these email lists. They find that these emails are going unread or in the spam folders. Mailers just don't work anymore. I don't know any millennial that's going to write a check and send it back in the mail. So social media is the next conquest, right? They need to be on social media. They need to be effective in social media, right? So for a lot of these nonprofits, this is an untapped demographic, the millennial generation and younger that are on social media networks. So one of the great parts about GIVVN is that it takes no technical expertise to do. You just come onto our platform. It's very similar to how like Facebook works. It just tells you what you need to put in there, what to write, what pictures to add, and it just puts them where they need to be perfectly. You don't need to be a designer. You don't need to be an engineer to make this work. And we found that using chat, it has a 10 times better engagement when compared to email. So again, all these emails are just going unread. People don't engage with email anymore. It's not novel anymore. You know, back in the days when you got mail, if people get excited about that, not anymore. So now with chat, people are much more engaged if you have a conversation with them in a chat. So here's some examples of what you get. So this is our fake puppy rescue that we set up. You get a very nice website. There's also some more, there's a donation page as well. You get automated chat where you can, it'll interact with it using natural language processing, or they can click through with like quick text buttons. They have a real nice experience there. So we also have a platform that shows you all your analytics. You get to see how much donations come in, how many users you have. You can dig down deep into your users. You can write notes about them. It keeps track of your conversation history. It keeps track of how much they donated and when. So all of this in one easy to use platform. So how much does this thing cost? Well, we are free. We are free. We offer our core components for absolutely no cost, right? So when we set out to build this business, this is one of the main things that I wanted to have as part of it. We are a mission-driven business, right? We want to help as many nonprofits as we can. So all of our grassroots, small mom-and-pop nonprofits, we're going to give this away for absolutely nothing, right? So that is a free website, secure website, hosting, all of that for free. Chatbot, automation for free, and all the platform and CRM and analytics, all that for free. I'm sorry, not the analytics, but you know, the CRM for your donors, that's free. So now if you wanted to upgrade that, so some of our nonprofits want a little bit better experience, we offer advanced features like better website, better donation page, custom branding where you put your own colors and branding on your website, and also analytics where you know more about your donors. And then on top of that, we have an enterprise model that starts at $180 a month, where you get your own custom domain name, you get integrations into your existing infrastructure. We can transfer contacts from your old expensive CRM into this new updated, less expensive CRM. And we also offer expert advice and get that all set up for you, so you don't have to worry about it. So here's an example of some of our customers and where they would fit in these tiers. So here's Little Guardian. It's a one nurse that works in a hospital, and she started this nonprofit to give gift baskets to some of the mothers who have lost their child during childbirth. So it's just her running the thing. So she doesn't need a full-fledged CRM and all this website and stuff. So she just needs the very basics. So we give this tool to her absolutely free. She doesn't pay us a dime. Then for our pro model, we have Operation Green Shield. So they help with veteran suicide. They're a little bit larger, and they have a website, and they have had some fundraising success in the past. And they're using us to both boost their social media efforts. So then for the enterprise model, we have St. Anthony's Hospital, which you guys probably don't know about it, but around here, it's a very, very large hospital network. And they have a full-time staff. They've been doing fundraising for years and years. They got like golf tournaments and all that, but they found that they were lacking in their social media efforts. So we help them out with that. So we don't overwrite their existing infrastructure. We're now an appendage to what they already have, and we integrate into their systems, and any new contacts that you get through GIVVN, it loads into their other CRM, that's their main CRM. So we can do that as well. So as far as traction, this slide's a little old. We're actually further along now. We have over 50 customers at the moment. Here we show some of the who we would like to target, like Habitat for Humanity, Make-A-Wish Foundation, these large nonprofits that have multiple branches. We'd like to get in there and work out some sort of deal where we could have this available across all their branches. So let's see. So some of the partners, of course, Techsoup. we went to the Y Combinator Startup School. That was cool, where we met the founder of Carvana, or what became Cardano. So he was very, very insightful about how to start a business and offer some great advice there. So that's the team. I'm Matt. I'm the guy who made the thing and CEO. And my partner, Danica, who is not here today, she leads our marketing sales. She's usually the one that does the pitch meeting, all these pitches, and probably a much smoother talker than I am. So she's been doing digital marketing for like 13 years now. She has her own digital marketing studio, and she's really good at all that. That's why everything looks all beautiful. It's all her doing. And that's it. Here's some of our contact information. If you'd like to know more, go to our website, GIVVN.org, and we'd be happy to help you out.
Awesome. Good job, Matt. All right, we're going to jump off real quick, and we're going to come right back and start up with the Q&A. So we'll see everyone in just a flip of a switch. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. Matt, that was awesome.
Thank you.
So how long have you been, so we had spoke earlier, you got the idea of helping some other nonprofits and doing some items and seeing how they needed help with their donation and their fundraising. So from when you had the concept to having a live, your MVP ready to show people like, okay, here's the basic concept and the idea. How long did that take?
So I'm in the mindset of getting it out as soon as possible. Just whatever I have, get it out there. So, I mean, it was literally like months after the initial idea and the competition that I got something out and got people using it. And, I wasn't trying to make money at that point. I was just trying to get it out there, get some people on it and get some feedback. So, and that was just initially the chatbot. And then I got some feedback and was like, well, it'd be great if we, what if the people that aren't on social media, how do we get them? I'm like, well, I can make you a donation page too. So then the donation page came, and then came like a home page where they can have like a website now, because some people didn't have a website. So I found that a lot of these nonprofits, the executives in them have zero technical knowledge, and like setting up a website for them is just over their head, mind blowing, right? So being able to just have a platform where they just put in some information and voila, there's a website, they're amazed by that. They're sort of like proud of themselves that they accomplished it. From someone like me, I've been doing, websites for over a decade now. It seems like so simple, but it's not to a lot of people. So having something like this really helps them out. And plus, they also think it's really expensive because they have to hire someone to do this and they have to pay all these fees, and that they find out that I'm just giving away all this stuff for nothing is mind blowing to some people.
So from when you launched it, like I said, a couple months, you said you had 50 users now. So 50 active nonprofits that have implemented this. Do you know how much money has totally been raised? That would be kind of a cool little ticker on your website, like just watching the dollars add up to show people like how much you've raised or how much the platform has generated for nonprofits.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, I'd have to go in. I don't have anything in place to find out a total number. I'd have to go one by one and tally them up. But yeah, some some better than others, right? So it's just a tool, right? So you don't just implement it and all of a sudden the money just comes pouring in. You have to still go out there, hit the street. This is just the way that people can give money to you, but you still have to go out and do it. But that is a great idea.
When people show up, they're like, "Oh, look, they're raising some money. It's free right now. I should get on board."
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And did you think about, I know it's free for the base version. It's your branding. If you want to take the branding off, you have the base fee, which I don't think is a whole lot. But on the 180 a month, if you start having do more of a percentage based for different clients, because all of a sudden you only charge $180 and they're bringing in $2 million.
Right.
It would help you a lot more to have something on the back end. I mean, I know you're trying to bring in money for a nonprofit, but I've seen some of the other companies out there that have approached us and they get quite pricey. I mean,
right. Mm-hmm.
Your pricing level is actually nice.
Yeah, I know. We've done some comparisons on prices as well. So we do come in lower than some of the more established CRMs that have been around forever. That have like full sales teams and all of that.
They're quite aggressive too.
People, right? So we're able to come in at a lower price. But yeah, like you said, if we go after like some of these real large organizations, they may have multiple branches.
Okay.
So it would be that price for each of the branches, or of course we could work out some sort of deal. And then as far as like percentage goes, I know you'd mentioned that we had a percentage at one point, and people hate percentage.
They hate it.
They hate that we take a percentage of a donation. They would rather pay an upfront cost, even if it was more than the percentage that was taken. They would rather pay more upfront than to take a percentage of the donation. Kind of strange, but that's.
Well, see, that's testing the market. That's
like,
finding how it works.
Maybe like free shipping, has that appeal?
Right. It's just the concept.
You add it to the price. And, oh, it's free though. No, it's added in there. Really.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know you show the phone. Is it all app based? I mean, can I do most of the, set everything up like, oh yeah, I have a nonprofit. Can I just download the app, punch in the information, and it kind of sets everything up for me? Like you said, a landing page or some of it online, you have to go into a portal.
Yeah, so it's an online portal. It's mobile. You can go on there mobile. You can go on their desktop. Yeah, you literally just go in your portal, right? And what we do is we connect to your Facebook page. So as soon as we connect, we pull in all of your contacts from Facebook, and they appear in your CRM. So now you have all your contacts in a nice organized way, and you can write notes on them. And then as you have conversations with them, as they donate, it records all this information for you, right? So
Mm-hmm.
it basically keeps track of your social media presence.
Will it put like a fundraising thing on Facebook, or is that a separate?
You're talking about like the donate now button on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's actually really hard to get.
Okay.
Especially if you're like a small nonprofit. I've heard horror stories about that. People have been waiting for years for that thing. So they only give that out to like really established nonprofits. They're very stingy with that button.
Yeah, I've tried to figure out how to do that for us. It's like we're a nonprofit, but it's just a big loop of rigmarole. I'm like, where do I go to here now? And then I go to here. Then I send a message, and they go, "Oh, you don't qualify." So, well, here's my nonprofit status. And then they go, "Oh, yeah." I went around last year. And I'm like,
it's the same story for everyone. Everyone has the same story with that.
I'm like,
yeah.
man.
So this, like, you can literally set it up in 15 minutes, and you can start sharing. So the idea is that it's very like social media friendly. So you can share like your donation page or your website, and it shows up really nice, and it also like promotes other people to share. So if somebody donates, it'll then say, hey, why don't you share with your friends that you donated? And then when they share, it shares their whole network. the idea is to create like a viral effect.
Nice. Yeah, I just sent you a message. I logged into your website. I sent you a message on your chat bot, and then I heard it go off in your background.
Yeah. And by the way, when people are chatting with you, it shows you in real time how your bot is reacting to it.
Nice.
So at any time, I can just jump in and take over, and the automation will turn off. So it's great for, like, you know, if you don't have 24 hours a day to sit here and watch your messages, it'll automatically respond to people.
So someone asks a question, you already have if this, then that set up. If they ask a certain question, you already have built-in replies and takes you through a funnel.
Right. Yeah. So it's like so it sets it up where you can write your own responses. It has like these already modeled, like you said, if then then that, if then then that. It's already sort of set up. You just add in your own information there.
Mm-hmm.
You had mentioned NodeJS or Python. Do you use those at all, or are you on AWS or DigitalOcean or anything like that? Or
So the back end is NodeJS, and we use a Mongo database. We are on AWS for our server, and the front end is done with Angular.
Yeah, I like the integration. I'm just clicking through. I'm going to sign us up, do the free one, and implement it into our stuff today, and then have the interns work on it.
Yeah, you know, that's our business model, is we get you on for free, and you just try it out. It costs nothing, and it works fine for free. And then if you later on you decide, hey, this is working out, you know, and I want to put my own branding on it, I want to have analytics on my users, that kind of stuff, then there's always the chance to upgrade if you want. But yeah, we're at a point now where, you know, all of our paying customers are paying for all of the infrastructure for all the free customers at the moment. So we're already in the black, so to speak.
Good.
Yeah, which is great. And so we can continue like with our mission of just supplying, you know, this infrastructure for nonprofits at no cost, while not wasting our own money in the process.
So with Danica, do you have like an ongoing marketing to hit some of those bigger partners that you're looking for, like Toys for Tots and Habitat for Humanity?
Yeah, I mean, so those ones have longer sales cycles. So like I mentioned, we have the hospital down here.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't just they go on and sign up. It has to be approved by the board of directors, and then it's within the hospital's within a much larger network. So we have to be approved by those executives. But like once we're in that entire network. So now we're an approved vendor for the network, which is pretty cool.
Just finding that right person to talk to get you in the door.
Right.
We have a group here. Oh, sorry. We have a group, Butte County CERT, which this, you know, I don't know, you probably have certs, I think nationwide, different regions have it. And so we do support, you know, for the county. Like, I think our sponsoring agency is the sheriff department. Often a CERT will be report to the fire department for like civilians to go out and do like low level, you know, like traffic control, or maybe do some paperwork and take phone calls in a call center, or food distribution. I've done a lot of those just to sort of help out with things, like especially, well, now, you know, and around here we have these ridges like Paradise, you know, the town that burned down to the ground. We do support for that, you know, like animal control or whatever, you know, just stuff like that. We're not fighting fires or anything directly, but we do some search for like animals, or try to help them with their properties, which properties have burned and which haven't, because we get the drone footage from, you can see what addresses are still existing and not. You give phone calls about that. But so I guess, have you had any experience with anything like that there?
With
as far as
what?
a nonprofit. Well, we have a nonprofit that we're setting up, and I guess
Yeah. So if you're
for
setting it up,
fundraising, I guess.
yeah, if you're setting it up, I think would be a great option for you. You know, it's free infrastructure. And then, you know,
Yeah.
if later on you're like, hey, I need a full website and I want this and that and all, you know, then you can go on and do that. And we can actually integrate with that as well. But yeah, if
We
you're just
have
getting
a
started,
WordPress.
there's
We have
no
a
need to
WordPress thing right now. Yeah.
Okay.
We have a WordPress and Facebook group at the moment. And that's what I was saying, with trying to get some sort of participant thing so we can find out if they've taken certain tests and trainings, stuff like that for the people, what have they sworn the oath and all that stuff. So we can keep track of our volunteers as well as the donations.
Right.
But I guess that would be a separate thing.
So what
That
we
might
do,
be something to look into. Yeah.
what we do
Because
for your
I'm sure
case
these people have, yeah, go ahead.
is what we do for your case is if you already have a website, we can integrate our chat feature onto your website. And then we can put like a donate now button on your website that takes you to the GIVVN donation page. So that's basically what most of our customers do, is they already had an existing website. So we are now their like donation arm of their website and also their chat feature.
Yeah.
So what's cool about it though is when somebody starts chatting, which I don't know, Tim, if yours does this, but if somebody starts chatting, we know who they are because it's the messenger chat, which means they're already logged into Facebook. And as soon as they click that button that says chat now, we know who they are and we load them into your CRM. So now we've captured them.
Saw that.
And you can follow
face
it back up.
popped right up. I was
Which
like,
is
how
much
did it know
better
it
than
was
having
me?
just anonymous people on your website. Because if somebody comes to your website and starts chatting and you're not there right away to respond to them and they leave, you know, have you lost them at that point? You'd have no idea who they are. So this way you can actually continue the conversation after they've left your website.
So I noticed on your platform, so on the donations, do you have to sign up to go through your merchant account? Or where do the donations go when someone says, okay, I'm going to donate something?
Right. So we don't hold an escrow or anything like that. We actually don't touch your money at all. The money, you set up a Stripe account. That's our payment processor.
Okay.
And the money goes directly from the donor to your bank account. And it takes about 2 business days for it to show up in your bank account.
Okay.
Do you have PayPal integration? Because a lot of people have PayPal.
No, unfortunately we don't. We only use Stripe. But we do get a special nonprofit rate of 30 cents per transaction plus 2.2%, which is better than the typical rate of 30 cents plus 2.9%.
Yeah.
Nice. And do you verify with EIN numbers if you're a nonprofit, or say I just want to do a fundraiser for a local kid because I know they have to go have some surgeries done. I'm like, oh, like a GoFundMe or something. If I want to turn something on, or is it just nonprofits?
Yeah, GoFundMe is great for that. We don't do small fundraisers for like a sick kid or something like that. We have to be a 501c3 tax status company. And you have to enter in your EIN in the platform, and then we do go and verify that. And then after you're verified, you can start collecting money.
Okay.
But yeah, we don't allow any money collection unless we have independently verified that you're a nonprofit.
Nice. And you did say you worked with Techsoup. That's pretty awesome. Have you done any webinars with them or on donation giving or anything like that?
No.
Not yet.
No. Do
they just offer your services as a license, or how do you work with them?
Yeah, you'll have to talk with Danica about that. She knows more about that deal. But as far as I know, we're becoming a vendor of theirs. and they're going to offer our services on the platform.
They're pretty good about putting on different workshops, promoting different platforms. I get emails from them, so I'm sure that'll help you out a lot.
Yeah, so they promoted us in like some of their emails, stuff like that.
Nice, good job. Yeah, that's where like I was talking about Appsumo, is just like, hey, yeah, we have this free platform. If you're a nonprofit and you're getting into stuff, you know, it's a good way to share your platform, especially since it's free. They have a bunch of freebie area for it. So you get a lot of developers. So if they're working with nonprofits, just to take your tool and implement it while they're building the websites.
I need to write that down. Of course, I don't have a pen. Here we go.
I'm not sure how they charge with all these different vendors, but it's a pretty cool platform, especially for people that are developers.
Okay.
So you're getting a broader crowd from other, you know, agencies that are putting together websites that can just integrate this tool and use it as it's a great marketing tool. I mean, I'm going to start playing with it.
Okay.
So here's the question I wanted, like, who has been the biggest, you know, fundraiser using your platform so far? You know?
Yeah, so we have a nonprofit here that it's kind of like a Shark Tank for high school kids. And they have a whole bunch of high school kids come and like start building an idea. And then halfway through the contest, they'll pitch like what they have so far. And like half of the kids will get cut. It's very cutthroat.
It's like startup weekend.
They'll get cut. And then you have the remainders that come on, and then they get on stage and like pitch their idea, Shark Tank competition. So of course, like there's a lot of parents and stuff that you know want this to succeed, and the kids really love it. So they've been our best one so far, and they've actually come out to one of the conferences that we have here. It's called the what's it called? The Innovation Summit out here in Tampa. And they had all the kids out there like showcasing their products that they built during this competition. And then, you know, people in the conference can come up and talk to them. So they got a lot of traction through that as well. So, and we helped them with, you know, that fundraising effort as well.
That's a cool idea. Do a fundraiser, because we do pitch competitions here with the college kids and other people. So it'd be cool to put together a fund saying like, all right, we're going to put this on. Everyone start donating, and as the ideas get posted, people can keep donating, and whoever wins it, it's like, oh, donations keep coming in. If you win the competition, you're going to get this prize that's always growing throughout the competition.
Oh,
It would be pretty interesting.
that would be pretty interesting.
I mean, it raises the stakes. You're like, oh, you see that dollar amount that's going to get, you know, that's your startup money that you get to win. That would be pretty interesting as the competition goes on. I like that. But we have to wrap this up. We're coming to an end. Matt, I want to say thank you so much. I loved all the insight, your background. I'm going to jump in on a couple of the other ones, hopefully. See you guys pitch somewhere else. I want to see what Danica, how she does the 1 Million Cups presentation compared to you.
Yeah, don't compare. She's going to win.
And I'm going to share the platform. We deal with a lot of local nonprofits as well. So everyone's always struggling on how to do something. So this seems like an easy platform that can integrate fairly quickly. Like, I'm already signed up for you. I just have to see what's going on. Within a couple hours, people can have something active and start sharing. So congratulations, and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Yes, and please share us. You know, we're trying to get out there. It's hard during this pandemic, so we're trying everything we can. And I really appreciate you having us, even though we're all the way from the other side of the world.
Great.
But yeah, we really do appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. I want to thank all our organizers, our sponsors, and our supporters. Remember, if you have someone, your crazy neighbor, your crazy cousin, anyone who has an idea that needs to be shared, tell them about 1 Million Cups, have them sign up to present, and you can talk to organizers to help you solidify that idea, present it, and hopefully start a new business and start a new life. That's what 1 Million Cups is about. Opening that front door to the local ecosystem. So thank you everyone for your time and your patience and sharing your successes and your failures. So hopefully we'll see everyone again next week. We have one more presentation and then we'll be on Christmas break until after, I think the 7th will be their first one after that. So everyone go out, be awesome today. Thank you so much, Matt. Have a great day.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Bye.